morning, everybody. Welcome to Arnie's Fantasy World of Sports. Yes, I know it's 9 o'clock, and I know that it's Tuesday morning, and I know who I'm not, but I know who I am. It's Arnie, and we're with you for an hour. Let's jump right in. Last night at Yankee Stadium, the Yankees, the first-place Yankees, taking on the second-place Rays. Only a half a game in between those two teams going into last night's action. And Masahiro Tanaka, wow. Was he wearing a Superman cape last night? Because there was certainly no kryptonite around. Tanaka, a 9-inning shutout, 2 hits, only 1 walk. He struck out 10 Rays. Yes, he did. Wow. What a game. 111 pitches, 76 strikes. He was in charge from the time the game started until it ended. And then offensively, DJ LeMahieu hit his 8th home run in the 3rd inning off of Chirinos with 1 on. That gave the Yankees a 2-0 lead. And that followed in the 5th inning by Cameron Maybin with a homer off of Chirinos, a solo shot. Those were the 3 runs the Yankees scored. And they go on to win 3-0 in the Bronx last night. LeMahieu 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. You know, LeMahieu is now batting .311 on the season, and he has certainly been a primary reason why the Yankees are in first place. Now today they get Giancarlo Stanton back. Tauchman was sent down to Triple-A last night. And Maybin knows he may be next. And so what does Maybin do? He goes 3 for 3 last night, including that home run. He scored 2 runs. Maybin's been a really great player for the Yankees. He's hitting .299, picked up off waivers. You know, the Giants cut him after spring training, and he was just sitting there. And I wonder what the Yankees are going to do with Maybin. You know, it would make numbers sense, player sense, when Judge comes back up probably later in the week, for Maybin to be released. But as hot as he is, do you really think the Yankees want to put him on the waiver wire for some other team? I'll tell you what I would do. It would be Jonathan Holder. I would send Jonathan Holder back down to Triple-A, and let's see how Maybin does as a reserve for the Yankees. Now, for the Rays, looking at their box score, only 2 hits. Austin Meadows went 1 for 3. He's hitting .314 on the season. Willie Adames went 1 for 3. Tommy Pham 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Just not a good offensive night for the Rays. And Meadows, when he did get on base, he was thrown out in the 4th inning trying to steal by Gary Sanchez. Also, you know, there was a ball misplayed by Kevin Kiermaier. Just not a sharp night. Now, Yanni Chirinos pitching went 6 innings, gave up 5 hits, 3 earned, 6 strikeouts. He pitched really well, but not well enough, as the Yankees win the first game in the 3-game set, 3-0 over the Rays.
And look at the chat room this morning. Jim Ross, boo the Yankees. Come on, Jim Ross. Give me a break. What are you talking about? It was a great game last night. They beat the Rays, their arch rival, right? You got to beat the teams in your division when it's a big game, and that's exactly what they did. And good morning, though, Jim. It's good to see you in the chat room. Cha-Cha, your introduction to me coming on was listening to more people than who watched Archie's Place. I love it. Good morning, Cha-Cha. Good morning, J-Man. No, it's not Lou. It couldn't be Lou. An easy kill, good morning. JR hates everything. Well, hey, we got a lot to talk about today. Easy kill, good morning. It's great to be with you guys. And guess what? Like it or not, I'm back Thursday morning at 9 o'clock as well. So, you're stuck with me some at 9 o'clock this week. Maybe that's a good thing, maybe not. Lenny, hope you're doing well this morning. I always want to thank Lenny. Lenny and I we chat, we talk about things. I'm always trying to make the show better. If you guys have suggestions, I have an ear. I have 2, actually. So let me hear what you want to talk about. If there's something that, you know, prospects or anything of that nature, we can always do it. Okay, let's talk about some more games from last night. You ready?
In other games last night, the LA Angels, they were in Toronto, and they were taking on the Blue Jays. And what an offensive display it was in Toronto last night for the Angels.
Trout launching one out to left center field. Big fly for number 27. It's 10-1 Halos. Third hit of the night. And now he's a triple shot of the cycle. Trout locked in. We said that yesterday. He was about ready to get locked in. That home run he hit, that laser he hit yesterday. Right down the heart of the plate. Trout short through the baseball. Rushed it out. 20th home run. Second deck. First. And he'll drive one down the left field line toward the corner. Biggio will look up. Gone! Big fly, Ohtani side. 3-run shot, 7-1 Halos. Impressive for Ohtani, the power he has going the other way. Unbelievable power the other way.
And an unbelievable box score for the LA Angels. Trout 4 for 5, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs. He hit his 17th double off of Edwin Jackson. Wow. He also off of Kingham for his 20th homer of the year. He's now at 296, and he is locked in, folks. Ohtani in the third spot in the order, 2 for 5. He homered, as you just heard, 3 RBIs. How about Upton? Justin Upton in his first game of the season goes 2 for 4, hits a home run, drives in that run, scores a run. He walked one time. Great start of the season, even albeit late for Justin Upton. Calhoun went 2 for 4. Bohr 1 for 4. And they're hoping that Bohr can really get going here in June and carry on out through the rest of the season. Tovar, the shortstop, 2 for 5. The Angels on the night, 13 hits. They scored 10, and they beat Toronto in the Rogers Center. Now, for Toronto, Gavin Biggio, well, he had a great game. He was 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. And for Biggio, off to a good start to the season as a rookie, you might say. A pair of homers last night against the Angels. And we'll see how that may continue going forward. How many of you are owners of Biggio?
3-2 on the way, and a swing of the ball hit high and deep to center. Trout going back. Trout at the fence. It's gone. Number 4 for Biggio, and the Blue Jays have an early lead.
That was the first of 2 home runs on the night for Biggio. Randall Grichuk also hitting last night. Take a look. He hit his 13th, a 7th-inning homer off of Pena. He went 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. And you know Grichuk is a streaky hitter, and I wonder if maybe that streak is getting ready to start with a 2 for 4 night last night at Rogers Center. The Astros invaded Great American Ballpark last night. A rain delay pushed it off a little bit, and it was a pitcher's matchup. I'm telling you, it was Wade Miley against Luis Castillo. The pitchers locked in, but after 6 innings, it was 3-2 Cincinnati. Well, guess what? That's where it ended. The bullpens held serve, as you would say, for both teams. Hernandez had his 10th hold, Garrett his 11th hold, and Iglesias came in the 8th and got a hold, and then Lorenzen came in the 9th with 1 out and got the last 2 outs for his 3rd save of the year. Offensively for the Reds, Nick Senzel, he went 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Suarez 1 for 4 with an RBI, and Jose Peraza, quietly starting to hit a little bit at the bottom of that order. He went 2 for 4 last night. He's only at 217 on the season, but the last few games he's been hitting. So, I've told you, in Cincinnati, when it gets a little warm in the summer, those bats get going, and maybe Peraza's is one of those. Keep your eye on that shortstop, and if you're in need of one, he's worth maybe a flyer in a fantasy league right now. For the Astros, only 4 hits last night. Brantley, Jordan Alvarez, and Yuli Gurriel. That's it. Only 1 RBI, and that was by Brantley. Bregman went 0 for 4. Reddick went 0 for 3. Reddick's been cooling off of late. White started, no hits, no surprise there. Tony Kemp 0 for 4. They are so needing these guys to come off the injured list. Now, Altuve last night is playing at AAA. He should be back later this week. That's the prediction. So if you're a Jose Altuve owner and Houston Astros fan, look forward to Altuve coming back later this week. You know, they got a big series coming up with the Yankees in New York this weekend. Springer, he's also on rehab. He could be coming back up soon. And the Astros, you know, Alvarez is a great ad, picking him up. And I think, look, last night they're in a non-DH park, and Jordan Alvarez is batting third, playing left field. What does that tell you? That tells you he's going to play. And he's going to play because that bat hits. So any concerns you may have about Jordan Alvarez not playing against the Reds, he's going to play. And now the Reds' next 2 days of pitchers, well, let's take a look at that real quick. Today they will face Anthony Descafina, who's 3-3 with a 4.43 ERA. Now, in Descafina's, he has major split differences facing right-handers and left-handed batters. So you got to expect Jordan Alvarez to be in the lineup today against Descafina, and then tomorrow they play at 12:35, a getaway day, if you will, and they'll be facing Tyler Mahle, who's 2-7 with a 4.33 ERA. Two right-handers coming up for Houston against the Reds in Great American Ballpark. It's a great time to own Josh Reddick. It's a great time to own Michael Brantley. It's a great time to own Jordan Alvarez. Any left-handed bat that breathes, basically, for the Astros. It's a great time to add them in fantasy as we look forward to those games at Great American Ballpark in the next couple of days between the Astros and the Reds. And then last night, the Mets invaded Atlanta to take on the Braves and Ozzie Albies.
2-0 pitch. Sharply hit. That is past Rosario. Base hit. Martinez flying around. He's going to score without a throw. Give Ozzie another RBI. It's a 3-run fifth, and the Braves have 5 again. It's 5-2. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Ripped out to right field, a clean base hit. Martinez in to score. Austin Riley being sent to the plate. Here's the throw from right field. Here's the tag. It's late. And Austin Riley scores, and the Braves strike for 2 more here in the 7th inning. Now it's Ozzie's turn to unload. Did he keep that fair? He did. Top of the chop. That one landed up there in that deck above the silver bullet area. High and far into the chop house.
The Braves are so hot right now. And I've been telling you guys for the past few weeks, the National League East is the Braves division to win, okay? They have the best team in that division. I've been telling you that for a few weeks. And it's not the Phillies, it's not the Nationals, it's certainly not the Mets. The Braves have the best team, pitching, hitting, and look at this. Ronald Acuna Jr., how hot can you be? He went 3 for 5 last night with 2 RBIs, his 17th home run. He hit a first-inning leadoff home run off of Zach Wheeler. Brian McCann hit his 7th home run in the 8th inning off Gagnon. And then there's Ozzie Albies, who you just heard, hitting his 11th homer last night in the 8th inning. Wow, look at these box scores. Freddie Freeman, 2 for 4, an RBI, a run scored. He's now hitting .313 on the season. Nick Markakis, 2 for 5, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Austin Riley scored 2 runs. Brian McCann, 3 for 3, 2 runs scored. And Ozzie Albies, the player of the night for the Braves, and he's been so hot lately. Ozzie Albies, 3 for 5, 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. His average is now up to 286 on the season. And like a lot of Braves hitters, Albies, as I say, is white hot at the moment. Not only does this 22-year-old have hits in 8 of his last 9 games, he has 6 multi-hit contests during that stretch. Also during this stretch of games, he has 4 home runs and 13 RBIs. On the season now, he's hitting .286 with 11 home runs, 46 runs scored, 39 RBIs, 5 stolen bases. Ozzie Albies, I saw him a few weeks ago, had been dropped in some leagues I was in. No joke about it. And if that's the case,